Hey guys, it's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. So I just wanted to talk about two stocks that I traded today. So GALE is one of them, and then LPCN is another. So I'm just going to kind of do a little overview on what I was looking for. So again, TechBud Solutions is a group I started. I kind of help people get started in learning penny stocks. If that's something you've ever been interested in, feel free to join our group. It's actually on Facebook. I'm going to provide the link down below, and also subscribe. I do a lot of these videos, kind of just trying to talk about my trades, my mistakes, and also what I did well. So today was a pretty good day. Started off pretty well. So pretty much this is a 2-day increment. So this was on Friday. And this was today. Pretty much Monday the market wasn't open based on it being a holiday. So pretty much what I want you to do is ignore everything on this side, because that is essentially what happened, just today. So pretty much just looking at this, I saw the stock was sitting about 61 cents. I said it had a safety net right about 57 cents. Buying at 57 cents, you would need about a 6-cent gain to hit a little bit above your 10% mark, which is just a number or a target I try to hit with every single stock I trade. I might at least try to hit 10%. So let's say I'm trading with $1,000. The pre-market, shot it up there. When the market actually opened, started to decline. Showed a little momentum here. I actually bought in around 71 and saw that it was continuing to fall. So I sold at 70 and a half. So I lost about like $13 or so, not much at all. Ended up continuing to fall. Based on me having this graph, I knew that the next safety net was going to be right here at around 61 cents. So I put my limit order to buy right around 61 cents. I got filled, and my first sell was around 66 cents. Just because that's my 10% margin. Yes, I knew that it had a resistance level about 68 cents, and my profit margin could have been a little bit higher or larger. But being realistic and being trying to just secure my gains, 10% is what my goal was. 10% of 61 cents is about a 6-cent, a little bit over a 6-cent gain. So me selling at 66 cents with a thousand shares of GALE ended up bringing me $100. So I was more than satisfied with that trade. Ended up coming back down. I bought in at 65 just because I saw some upward momentum, and you could tell that this was going to be a kind of a new safety net based on it struggling to go below. So when I saw it picking back up, I bought in. And it continued to rise. It actually hit 68 cents. I'm not sure why the graph is showing that. And then I ended up selling at 68 cents. So with that 3-cent, brought me, I traded with a little bit more this time, and it brought me $108 profit on that second trade. And this is all just by setting alerts. So I knew where my safety nets, I knew where my resistance levels were based on the technical analysis, which is pretty much this is of what I was doing yesterday night. And by doing so, I set my alerts according to when GALE falls below 65 cents for me to be ready to set my limit order to buy at 61 cents. And when GALE goes above 65 cents to have my limit order to sell right around 66 cents, even though I know the resistance levels there. So it's just about having the alerts ready. I don't always suggest being away from the screen, just because that could sometimes lead to mistakes. But it's pretty much what I was doing. I was driving back from California to Arizona, so because of that I was able to make these trades without having to worry about anything. I kind of just set my alerts. Once my alerts were triggered, I set my limit orders to buy or to sell. So I brought in $208 today with trading. I did hold about 500 shares, around 66 cents today. I bought in at 65, so I'm a little bit up on that, but very little. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. So that was my trade for GALE. So hopefully that helps you guys understand a little bit more on what I was looking for in GALE. So it had a really good amount of volume throughout the whole day. So it was a pretty successful trade. LPCN. LPCN is I'm actually one of the buyers that bought up here. Ended up falling down here. I'm actually going to hold. So pretty much FDA approval did not go through for LPCN's new medicine or new type of product they're trying to release based on some mislabeling. So there's a lawsuit going around them, but it's kind of causing a lot of it's kind of like the stock to look out for July, according to some articles. So I'm not sure if that's what kind of promoted this spike. but it looks like it held pretty well around 344, and that's what we want to see. We want to see some upward momentum. Do I think it's going to continue to hold all the way up there? I hope so. Most likely, I do not think so. I say when it falls below 325, it will probably start to, or hits 325, it will start to pick back up and kind of swing around that area. But I hope it continues to rise back up, so at least I could break even with LPCN. But you know, I mean, this gain overall from where it opened to where it closed ended up being a 13% gain. So no one could have really guessed this, just because there really is no history for 344, as you can see. But this is pretty much just something that you have to figure out. Now you know that that's a resistance level at 344, and hopefully it's actually at 347 and 348 where it struggled to go above, which is up here. So what you do is you kind of just draw this. So this is going to be the safety net. So safety net, I'd say around 325, and then resistance level right about 348. Yeah, so that's pretty much my technical analysis for LPCN. Once it does, start, if I see a big, just drop, I'll probably sell and then buy down here and then ride it up. But I'm not going to play around too much with LPCN, just based on me wanting to hold for that. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If there's any stocks that you guys would like me to do technical analysis for, please feel free to ask me. You guys can comment down below. If you guys have any other questions for me, then yes, I'd love to help you guys out in any other way I can. But if you guys want to start trading, feel free to join my group. Again, it's on Facebook. I'd love to be a part of your success. I do have a couple other videos of we're really into cars here, so we test drive a bunch of different cars and my buddies buy different cars. So I do upload quite a bit of videos. If you guys are into cars and supercars, then you guys can see videos that we film with my Nissan GTR, as well as my friends' Maseratis and GT3s. So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You guys can reach out to me at techbuds@mail.com. Hope you guys have a good night.